the ice cream man. The ice cream man. Was there anything more exciting when you were a kid playing in the backyard than hearing the music of the ice cream truck coming down the next block over? Oh my gosh, it was so exciting. We would run into the house in a panic. Good morning. And go to my sainted mother's bureau. It had been a dusting powder, an empty dusting powder, I don't know what to call it, container filled with coins. Because back in the day, she worked mother's hours at Friendly's where people actually paid for their meals in cash, and coins were good tips when you could get a meal for under $2. So anyway, we'd ask permission as we tore through the house, and we'd each pull out 50 cents and run outside praying that the ice cream man wouldn't pass us by. As if he would. Kids are so dumb. We had no idea. The reason he was there was to sell us his fudgesicles. He wasn't going to drive by us. Oh my gosh. So exciting. Ice cream. And then, when I was a mother and the kids were young, summertime, every once in a while, I'd look at the mister and I'd say, how about ice cream for dinner? Yeah. So we'd throw the girls in the car and drive over to a local creamery that's been there for generations, and go to the window, and everybody'd get a cone and go up to where, I guess when the mister was young, there were actually cows in the adjacent pasture, and we'd have ice cream for our supper. So anyway, the topic today is ice cream and other sweet treats, frozen treats. Yeah, this is low carb for beginners, right? This is why you're still eating standard American diet, because you can't imagine giving up ice cream. I understand, I do. So this is why when I went clean low carb, I learned, not initially, I made some mistakes, but I was able to sustain a clean low carb lifestyle because I discovered, swerve, there are other non-sugar sweeteners, and other tricks to make treats. How about that? Tricks to make treats. So here's the one. I think I told you about my mug cake, which I do love, but sometimes you don't want cake, you want ice cream, or you want both. But I went from mug cake to baked goods. We'll talk about those tomorrow. And I always had some baked goods in the fridge. But then summer hit. It hasn't hit here yet. As I'm filming this, it's April Fool's Day. Yeah, we're above 40 degrees, so I'm excited. I'm not really for ice cream yet, but that's the topic. And so summer hit, enough with the peanut butter bars. And I just did a search, people. Just do a search. There are so many lovely treats out there. I think one of the first I tried was a keto strawberry ice cream. It came out amazing. Most of those recipes are going to come out just great. So if you enjoy puttering in the kitchen, I encourage you to try any of your keto ice cream desserts. However, maybe you're not much of a cook. That's okay. I've got 2 options that I recommend. Got a little company today. Here's the simplest. I'll go with the simplest first. Whipped cream. Whipped cream. Try this. Do you know whipped cream is just heavy cream? Whipped. If you're lucky enough to have a standing mixer, throw it in a standing mixer, and you'll have whipped cream in a heartbeat, or use a regular mixer. You really can't. I can't imagine doing it by hand. Get yourself a mixer. And what you're going to do is throw in a little powdered swerve. Now, if you don't have the powdered stuff, you can take the granular swerve and a coffee grinder. I hope you have one of those. And throw it in there and pulverize it down to powder. But throw in like a tape. It depends on how much you're making. To taste, right? I used to hate that. To taste. Start with a teaspoon or two. You don't want to go overboard. Too much swerve, I've done it. It's actually not that pleasant if you go overboard, and you might end up with tummy troubles. So don't do that. But a teaspoon or two, maybe a tablespoon of swerve. Now that cream is going to be light and fluffy and dairy and slightly sweet, but don't stop there. I throw in some walnuts. I'll crush up some walnuts, maybe some of those Lily's chocolate chips. And now it's like I'm eating the top part of a sundae. Do you remember hot fudge sundaes? You'd have vanilla ice cream and fudge, and then whipped cream and walnuts. So it's almost like eating a sundae. It's like eating the fluffy, delicious top off. It's good. That's real simple. Okay, you don't have a mixer maybe. Okay, I get it. Here's something that's heavier, creamier, and has protein in it. For this one, you start with Greek yogurt. Plain, unflavored, full-fat Greek yogurt. It's you're getting high fat, you're getting high protein, you are getting some carbs. You are. Throw that in a bowl. Throw in a little of the swerve, the powdered swerve, and throw in some cocoa powder. Not hot chocolate mix. That's all sugar. But like the baking Hershey's cocoa powder or cacao powder. Maybe even a little bit of the dregs of your black coffee from the morning. And I think that's really about it. I used to get real fancy. I'd fold in whipped cream. I'd add in blueberries. I'd put it in the freezer for a while. You can do all of that. But if you put it in the freezer and forget about it, it comes out hard as a rock. There are all kinds of tips. Add vodka, this, that. None of them ever works for me. It always came up hard as stone. So now I don't even bother trying to freeze it. I just stir it up. Or maybe put it in the freezer for 5 minutes to get it a little extra cold again. And it's like a frozen yogurt soft serve. Like you're having chocolate ice cream, really. It's good. You have to try it. All right. My sainted mother, in her waning years, full Alzheimer's going. Oh, she needed her nightly ice cream. But you know what? She was having a nightly ice cream, I think, my whole life. I think at 10 o'clock, she and my sainted father would give themselves a little scoop of ice cream, and then it became the Friendly's little sundae cups, or it might be a Klondike bar, or the ice cream on a stick, the vanilla ice cream dipped in chocolate. I know we miss all of those things, but we can still have a delicious dairy treat. And stay relatively clean, low carb. Right? We're baby steps here. This is not for the carnivore. This is for the standard American diet. We're just trying to get rid of the carbs, and one of the toughest things to give up is that ice cream. I know I'm rambling. Hey, I'm Eileen. I reversed the worst of my early Alzheimer's symptoms through a clean, low carb diet. It was simple, but not easy. I have 30 baby steps for getting yourself into the clean, low carb life. If you're interested, check out the description for some links. Oh, thank you for spending time with me today. Thank you for liking this video, commenting on this video, sharing this video. And until next time, let's all stay strong, wise, kind, and good. Choose good food for good health. Bye.